I was a reporter, young reporter, for the UPI news gathering organization, which had an office in Little Rock, and it was my first big story that I'd ever covered, I guess you could say. And a little background here. Governor Faubus, of course, as most of the world knows, shut down the schools, and he said he feared violence if they integrated the schools. He took the National Guard away from the school, which the Guard had kept what he thought was order for several weeks. And on the, I believe it was the 21st of September, there was rioting. These what were called riots. I don't know whether they were as intense as some people thought, but in any case, the president, Eisenhower, went on the television and he said, this won't go on any longer. We're going to send the 101st Airborne Division down there and keep order. So on Tuesday, he sent them down flew them from Fort Campbell, Kentucky to Little Rock Air Force Base, and they were brought in a convoy of trucks. And some of them, at least, bivouacked on the football field behind us. And at a certain time in the morning, too long ago to remember exactly, but that would be Wednesday, everything started popping. There were hundreds of reporters out front, across the street on a grassy strip there, and photographers. I mean, they were not allowed on the school property here, but they covered it from over there, and the phone company had put in a bank of phones for them. They were calling all over their newspapers, their television, their radio, clients all over the world about what was going on in Little Rock that day. And at a certain time, here comes a column of troops with their rifles and with bayonets affixed to the top. They meant business, and so they stopped out here. And here is a olive drab colored station wagon, and the children are all in this station wagon, which is pulled to a stop right in front of the school. They got out and were surrounded by probably 30 101st Airborne troopers with their rifles at port. And they turned the corner, went up the steps. They were really trotting so fast. They came up the steps, up here where we are right now, and in the middle door. And that was the end of a big day. That didn't say, that's not to say that everything was settled that day, far from it. There were a lot of back and forth in the federal courts, and there was also a lot of disruption from students who were opposed to this great change in I was about 25 or less, 24 perhaps. But anyway, it was an important day in the life of the history of the United States.